we're just getting straight into gameplay, no wasting time. Now, I do want to preface this. I am not the flashiest player. What you're gonna see in today's video is how I like to play twos. I'm gonna show you guys my win percentage, my shooting percentage, my hotspots. I'm gonna show you guys everything you wanna know about my player, but I want to show you guys how I actually play the game. Now this right here is a big part of my game, and that's the quick stop. You saw me do it right there. I'll zoom in, slow it down for you guys. You need to get this in your game because this is the only way to quickly stop your player and be able to shoot from three. I showed you guys how to do that in my best dribble moves video if you want to check that out. And also I will leave in the description a link to the jump shot and the build that I'm using in this video. If you haven't already, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 200,000 subscribers, and drop a like. They help me out a ton. But now let's talk about the gameplay. So I am a very simple player. The way I like to play 2K is with IQ. You know, you have those players that are flashy, like to do, you know, crazy things, dribble for no reason. That's not me. I like to do 1 to 2 moves, run around the screen, and either quick stop for 3, or I take the dunk, or I hit my popper. I very rarely do what I just did and you see fade for mid. You see right there, run around the screen, quick stop, peek, that's green. That is how I enjoy the game. And if you guys have my build or even like a 6'6" build, that's why I'm showing you guys these gameplays. So if you want to play like this, which is honestly what I think is the most efficient way to play the game. And I know I already mentioned it, but I will leave the jump shot I'm using in the description. I promise you guys, I was shooting 49% through I think like 75 games, and then I put this jump shot on, and as you can see, with like what, 175 games, so after 100 games my 3-point percentage went up 5%. I'm going to show you guys everything, the stats and all this right now, but as you guys see, I went 7 for 7, but let me show you guys that before to the next gameplay. So real quick, I'll show you guys my stats. As you can see, with 174 games played, I'm shooting over 54% from 3 with a 96 win percentage. I think I'm like 168 and 6, but the record doesn't really matter. It's more so the shooting. Every game I play, my 3-point percentage is going up. I think when I play like 200 more games, I'll be shooting 60%. It used to be 49. I changed my jump shot. Now it's at 54. So my attributes, I've showed you guys the build already and how to make it, and I'll leave that in the description just like the jump shot. I ended up using my +1 badge to lightning launch, so you get this on legend so I can speed boost faster. And then these are all the badges I have gold. The build is pretty much done. Every single badge is max. And then the most important thing is right here, these lethal zones and hot zones. You need to get these. Once I got my lethal zones, I swear it made it so much easier to shoot. They're super important. But the one thing that I really wanted to talk about was like just the way I play the game compared to other people. I'm not acting like, you know, this is a super unique way to play, but I feel like I play very efficiently. And if you guys want to win more games, watch how I play and try and play honestly like me if you want. That's the way I enjoy it. I know this year in 2K25, all people do really is run around screens and they like to fade for mids, but I've never really enjoyed that way of playing 2K. I've never really enjoyed fading that much. As you can see, he takes a really good shot. I cannot hate. That was an amazing shot by him. Noticing I'm stuck behind the screen, playing a little under the screen, and that's what you want to do. I'll talk about defense real quick. What you want to do in this game on twos is force your opponent to prove to you they can shoot. You should never ever give up an opponent's dunk until they show you they can green at least 3 shots in a row. And then once they green 3 shots in a row, then you can even be like, okay, well, you're not making the 4th. The worst thing you can do this year is give up dunks because of the shooting inconsistencies. But you guys will see through this video, I think I have 4 gameplays in here. You guys are going to see, I shoot pretty consistent. You see I run around the screen, I go for the dunk. And another thing, I don't know if I included that much in this video, I might have, is standing dunks. When I don't have those driving dunks, you guys are going to see me run to the paint, stop for a second, and then do a standing dunk. Those are extremely, extremely strong this year. You see, I don't know what, I'm just running into my center. Right here, we kind of low on the shot clock, 6 seconds. He ends up taking another jump shot. He misses. That's just the name of the game this year. Your popper will miss. Now, not every game they're gonna miss like every shot, but your poppers are gonna miss this year. That's like the only thing about this play style is that, you know, me being 6'3", that's why I'm thinking about making that 6'6" build, because of the way I play. It could be better. but most people are 6'3", so it works on the twos. As you see, he makes up for his miss though. He gets a crazy good inbound steal, hits me, and I green the shot. One thing you'll notice is I take a lot of catch and shoot shots off of passes from my popper. That is a very efficient way to play this game, because all people do is go for passing lanes. You guys see, I go to the paint, I wait a second, and I go for the dunk. But all people do this year when they're off the ball is spam X. They spam square. All they do is go for steals. So what do? You dex back and forth. You have your popper have patience, and you always just you wait till you're open, and then you green the spot up shot. You see, they leave him wide open. He greens that. Right here, he hits me. I run around his screen. I see they're helping off. I call for the slip, and he gets the easy dunk. I don't know why, but people have been complaining about the shooting inconsistency this year way too much. Am I gonna act like it's not super inconsistent? No, it can be inconsistent at times, but you guys are gonna see throughout these games, if I'm open, I'm gonna green the shot 75% of the time. Yes, you do have that 1 to 2 times, like right here. You see, he just passes it back to me, wide open catch and shoot, green. 6 for 8, 3 for 3 from 3. I would say on average, this is my average score line, is going 3 for 4 from 3, 4 for 6 from 3, and shooting like 6 for 7, 6 for 8. It's really not as inconsistent as people say. You see, I get a nice move there, go to the left, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm not perfect. I mess up my jump shot timing, just like everybody else does. But there are just some times you shoot the ball where you feel like you released it perfectly and it still misses. That was one of them. But as you can see, I like to run off ball and I get the easy dunk. You see, this is one of those cheese moves that I like to do. You run out, fake it, run back inside, and get the dunk. Me being 6'3", my player gets really fast dunk animations. I don't think I've even like gotten blocked on a dunk from a guard this year. Like if the center drops, yeah, I've gotten blocked, but you do not get blocked this year. You see, I just wait for him to set the screen, run around it, nice little quick peek at the top of the screen. That's green. Like I said, these guys we're playing against here, they were not bad at all. It's not like these guys are bad players that we're just beating up on. These guys weren't bad, they had decent defense, but that's the pick and pop play style. It's all about reading the defense. You see, I run back to his screen, do a weird little spin move, hit him on the cut. I had the dunk, but he cut anyway, and he gets the easy layup. You guys are gonna see throughout these games that I play, efficiency is the #1 thing. You do not want to give up the ball, and to be honest with you, the only times that I really give up the ball on twos is one of two things happening. Is one, they get a passing lane steal because we know how passing lanes are in this game, or two, we just miss a wide open shot. The thing is, we take efficient shots and play very efficiently, which is the most important thing. As you can see, I'm just abusing the dunk. He set the screen to the right there, so I ran to the left knowing that the guard I'm going against would play to the right. Once again, right here, you see I'm going to catch the ball, always have patience on the inbound if you're not going to go for a backdoor, and I run left again, knew the center was going to drop, he hits me back, and that's what I'm talking about with the standing dunks. Very, very overpowered this year. Do not be afraid to do standing dunks. On every build, you should have your standing dunk at a minimum 45 for these animations. You see, I run to the right, I dot my popper, and he misses the shot, but it's all good. Like I said, just an efficient way of playing. Every single time that we shoot the ball, it's going to be open. I decide to leave him open. He greens the shot, but I'm okay with that. They had 3 points, and this is when I'm telling my boy Rose, my popper, you know, we can just, I'm not going to say leave them wide open, but make them shoot. You see how low I'm playing. You see how low I am playing. That dude drags me into the screen, and he greens the shot. Another good shot by him. Not going to lie. I knew that this guy only really wanted to go left, but the screen pulled me in. Now, can these guys come back? As you can see, he's pretty good, but they just greened back-to-back shots. Rose gets another passing lane steal. Man, passing lanes are just so good in this game. He kind of hesitates, doesn't want to take the shot, hits me, he cuts, and he gets the easy dunk. 20 points. You only need 2 more points to win. He gets takeover, and man, takeover this year is very, very weird. I don't know why it feels like you miss more with takeover than without it. I call for the slip because of how high the center's been playing. He ends the game, and another very efficient game back-to-back against those guys who are pretty good. Now for the end here, and during this last game, but by the way, this guy that I'm playing right here, like a 96 or 94 perimeter defense. This guy was, you saw that first possession, he was bumping the hell out of me. As you see, I do a standing dunk, but that's when Rose told me, he's like, oh my god, this guy's got defense, and I took that personally. You guys will see what happens after he said that. But real quick, towards the end of the video, I want to talk about this ISO versus screens thing and the way I play. You guys can see it. The way I run is the way I play is pick and pop, right? And I know a lot of people like to ISO, as you see standing dunk again, but I honestly don't think this is the best year for ISO. Defense is extremely good this year, and it's hard to ISO if you're playing left to right, and that's how I've always ISO'd. You see me shoot that in his face, but ISO has always been left to right, and this year, if you want to ISO, I feel like you have to play up and down, which means like spamming snatchbacks, hopbacks, those type of dribble moves, which I've never liked to do. I like to play with IQ and do this. Like, you see, normally I'll pass my popper there, but the center just isn't picking up, so it's the easiest, just run around the screen and dunk. So it's not like that's like a super hard concept. Literally anybody can do it. The most important thing on 2K, this isn't like other games where you need the fastest reaction time, you have to do this and this to be the best. No, all you need to do to be the best on 2K is two important things. One, play with IQ, the most important thing, and two, have good shot selection. And then, I mean, obviously you need to time your jump shot, but that's kind of easy once you actually play the game. Good shot selection and good shot selection and playing with IQ are the two most important things to be an elite 2K player. You see, I love hitting people with that move where you back out and you just run back past them. For some reason, my player can never ever recover from that. But you guys see the score, 17-0. We're gonna end this game here. Once again, another super efficient game of me not only taking dunks but shooting threes. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. And do me a favor, drop a like, sub if you're new. We are going to end this game with the dunk, and I'm out.